Hitman Blood Money was one of gaming's shiny gems in 2006, a game where you play as a 6-foot bald dude with a barcode tattooed on the back of his head, and have to assassinate a target or even multiple targets in a level. But the thing is, this game has like over 50 different ways to kill your targets.
Huh?
Okay, maybe 50 is a bit of an exaggeration, but still, a lot of ways to get your job done.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I think I already f***ed up. Released in May 2006 for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC, developed by IO Interactive and published by Eidos Interactive, Hitman Blood Money is the 4th installment in the Hitman series, and also my personal favorite. I mean, can you blame me?
I'm so sorry. I know.
Damn! I'm so sorry. It just blew his brains out. Here. I'll drop the gun there. They'll think he committed suicide. So I recently replayed through it again to ask if it still holds up in 2025. Short answer, yes. This game is so f***ing fun. So let's talk about why Hitman Blood Money still slaps in 2025. Blood Money isn't just a stealth game. It's an interactive murder sandbox that's filled with an obscene amount of silliness. It's stylish, it's brutal, and it's goofy as all hell. Hitman Blood Money is a game where you can drop a grand piano on someone, make it look like an accident, and still get paid like a professional. It's not just a stealth game. It's a morality playground with a classical soundtrack and a kill count. We play as Agent 47, the world's most dapper assassin. A man so expressionless he makes me seem emotionally stable. You get in, get the job done, and get out. Preferably without anyone knowing you were there, unless you want them to know. And that's the beauty of it.
God damn.
Just shot him in his ass. The game is less about what you have to do and more about what you could do. If you were a creative psychopath with access to costumes, poison, and a keen understanding of structural weaknesses. It isn't just sneaking around or hiding bodies. It's about freedom. You're given a mission, a target, and how you complete it is entirely up to you. Strangle them in a dark hallway? Classic. Poison their food at a party? Sophisticated. Swap a stage prop with a real gun and let someone else pull the trigger? Now you're thinking like a true artistic sociopath. You can be loud or quiet. You can be a ghost or a hurricane. Agent 47 doesn't judge you. What really elevates the gameplay is how reactive the world is. NPCs will notice suspicious behavior, recognize familiar faces, or completely ignore a guy dragging a body in broad daylight if he's wearing the right hat. It's social stealth, emphasis on socially dysfunctional. One of the cleverest mechanics Blood Money introduces is notoriety. The more mess you leave behind, the more likely you'll get recognized in later levels. Hoodlum kills again. That's messed up, man. That is messed up That is a messed up picture to put up there. And if you're feeling fancy, you can spend your blood money on new weapons and upgrades, also to bribe officials and clean up your image. And then there are accidents. Blood Money loves accidents. If someone slips on a puddle and falls off a balcony, that's not murder, that's just physics. You can sabotage grills, stage lights, poison food. The more it looks like bad luck, the less heat you take. 47 is the patron saint of plausible deniability.
Run, bitch! Run!
The tutorial mission for Blood Money is Death of a Showman, where we have to assassinate this carny dude Joseph Clarence, otherwise known as Mr. Swing King, who owned an amusement park until a Ferris wheel collapsed due to an operational failure that killed at least 36 people. And a family member of one of the victims wants revenge served ice cold. This honestly feels like community service more than anything. Now, in my opinion, this is the technical worst level in the game, not because it's bad, but because it's a tutorial. It encourages you to do a lot of shooting, but I mean, hey, we don't have to ask me twice.
Help me!
Oh my god. We go through and take out all the gangsters as we make our way to the Swing King himself.
Sign the papers. I won't. You gotta give me one more chance. You gotta. Baby cakes? Sunshine? Hello?
L. What's good, homies? Bonk. I just shot him in the head anyway. It's honestly the easiest level, but it still sets the tone for what's to come later on. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm in no way a pro at these games. I'm just playing because it's fun and it's all an entertainment. So no, don't expect me to get Silent Assassin rank on all of these levels. I'm not that good. But my buddy Don't Die Senpai actually recently did a video on his channel where he got the platinum trophy for Blood Money. So go check out his video to see a true professional at work.
Carol Ann can get it too, f*** her.
A Chilean wine estate doubling as a drug front. Think Napa Valley, but with more cocaine and fewer Yelp reviews.
Hello, my name is Hitman. Hello, don't mind me, I'm just here to... Oh, am I not invited? Alright, f*** you then, I'll go down this way. I'm not a hitman.
Set in a Chilean vineyard with a cocaine lab in the basement, because of course it does. The architecture is stunning. The guards are clueless. Hello. Good morning. What? I'm literally one of you! And the opportunities for homicide are almost endless. One target loves music, the other loves murder. It's a perfect combo. And I of course went through this mission with complete ease as a total pro.
You found me.
Look at him slowly coming over to me. Never saw that coming.
I think this is a good mission, but we're not quite at peak yet. But again, the amount of opportunities this game gives you are insane. Don Delgado is ripe for a balcony toss.
Hey, buddy, you know, are you okay if we just hold that for a sec? I got the wrong dude. He doesn't even care.
Ah, what a beautiful sunny morning. I'm so glad that today is finally my last day involving all this violence. After the cancer, I can't wait to go back home and see my family, my wife, my 3 beautiful children. I hope that they've missed me as much as I've missed them. Hello?
Hi, honey. It's Darla.
Oh, honey, you finally called me back after all these years.
Yeah, I'm just calling to let you know that we forgive you. I talked to the kids, and we want you to come home.
I can't believe... Thank you. I've missed you so much.
We've missed you too, honey. I love you.
I love you too, Darla.
While his cello-playing son is ripe for silencing, preferably with a Kurt Cobain to his chest.
Run! Let's go. And they're all none the wiser.
Our next mission is named Curtains Down, a Paris Opera House spin rehearsal. Art imitates death, and 47 imitates... maintenance crew, I guess. Now this mission took me a lot longer than it should have, with me getting caught pulling someone's pants down literally every time. And I tried to get the accident kill that involved you swapping out the fake prop gun for a real one, but it didn't go as planned.
I never brought out the pistol. Hang on.
But of course it had all worked out in the end.
I'm ready.
Perfect. It worked. It worked out. This game is freaking amazing. But we still had another guy to kill, and I'ma be real. I have no idea how to take him out stealthily. I tried dropping the chandelier, so I just opted to just doing what I do best and just shoot everything that moves.
Get away from him, Jill! He's insane!
It's murder with flair, and the acoustics are top-notch. Our next mission is titled Flatline. Welcome to rehab, except this place is less about healing and more about hiding from justice. You can pose as a corpse, abuse spa privileges, or electrocute someone with a defibrillator. It's a wellness retreat, if your idea of wellness includes manslaughter. I eliminated one of my targets by dragging him into the jacuzzi for a swim. And I attempted to strangle the other target with the bench press, but I guess he thought I was sus and I just decided to shoot him in the spine.
Run for your lives, there's a hitman.
But our main objective is to get this man, Agent Smith, out of the clinic. So after a lot more manslaughter, we complete our objective and make our escape. Next, we move on to a new life. An upper-class suburbia at its most sinister. Trampolines, sprinklers, patriotic paranoia. Your target is in witness protection named Vinny Slugger Sinestra, but his backyard is your playground. Drug the donuts, sedate the dog, and disguise yourself as the world's most threatening clown. Now, this is my absolute favorite level in the game. It's such a small level, but it's jam-packed with opportunity. I love to poison the FBI with the donuts because it's so funny to me how these FBI dudes will jump at the first opportunity to eat donuts fresh off the ground. He's like,
No, don't eat the donut. It's poison.
Oh, did you say raspberry? Oh, I love raspberry. I can't wait to eat this.
and I also put some lighter fluid on the barbecue and end up lighting that up.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
It's still wild to me how you can go through this whole game without anyone noticing you at all. But to take care of Slugger, I waited until he entered his office and gave him a
lethal dose of poison.
But I do believe that this is this game's best mission. It's so simple, but it's so replayable. And I love that. Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Tons of NPCs wander the streets. You blend in wearing a giant bird costume and hunt rival assassins through packed crowds and dark alleys. It's sensory overload with feathers and suppressed pistols. There's a lot going on here. It's arguably the most difficult mission considering there's a witness every corner you turn. But if you do it right, it can be so satisfying. But of course, not for me. I had a bit of a struggle. I ended up going through the level like a true assassin. I did what needed to be done and I forgot to grab the diamonds, so I went back and made my perfect escape. A Murder of Crows is one of the more unique levels in Blood Money. It's one of the most challenging, but also the most rewarding if you do it right. Your targets include rival assassins disguised as giant birds, the most dignified way to die, obviously. The map is dizzyingly complex. Parade routes, alleys, rooftops, and balconies packed with float crews. You can poison drinks, set up sniper shots from hidden perches, or drop a piano lift directly onto someone's Mardi Gras experience. It's beautiful, chaotic, and basically impossible to walk 10 feet without bumping into a crime. You better not cry, and you most certainly better not pout. And I'll tell you why. Hitman's coming to your front doorstep to put a bullet in your head. A holiday party in a mountaintop mansion. It's what would happen if Hugh Hefner threw a freak off. Targets include a pornographer and his degenerate son. Poison champagne or assassinate a Santa Claus. Murder has never felt so jolly. You Better Watch Out is another one of my favorite levels in Blood Money. The security here is pretty tight, guards around almost every corner as well as security cameras. I took out a dude thinking I can steal his clothes, but I couldn't. I also tried to shoot out Chad's hot tub, but I couldn't do that either. I promise I'm good at this game. So I resorted to just throwing a bomb by his hot tub. And everyone was none the wiser.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Then I went back to take out this porno shooter that looks like Remy from Ratatouille. Now I could have just followed him to the balcony and gave him a simple shove, but that was too easy. I wanted to make it more fun. Okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, you ain't getting away from me. Oh,
Baba Booey.
Wait. I love this game. This level was just full of chaos and fun for the whole family. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome aboard the Celebration, a paddle streamer on the murky brown waters of the Mississippi River. It's supposed to be a floating party barge, but with the decor, the drunk security, and the armed gangsters, it feels more like Redneck Titanic. Your targets are part of a smuggling ring that's more concerned with beer pong than operational security. The boat is packed with opportunities. Narrow corridors for sneaky kills, ice lockers for hiding bodies, and unsecured lifeboats for giving enemies the old river send-off. You can poison a birthday cake, rig engines to explode, or simply shove someone overboard with a nudge and a prayer. There's something grimly satisfying about sneaking around this sweaty, creaking death trap, ending lives to the tune of bad country music. Another level that's filled with NPCs. Only true professionals can get through this one undetected.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Taking out Skip was easy as I poisoned his birthday cake and watched him crumble down. The boat's claustrophobic layout means you have to plan your kills surgically, using narrow halls, crew disguises, and locked off areas where guards are more likely to shoot first and ask questions after you're face down in the river. It's a different flavor of stealth. Less grand spectacle and more sweaty panic. The sheer number of targets, the maze-like layout, and the grimy blue-collar setting. It's tense, it's dirty, and there's no easy escape if things go wrong. It forces you to think like a real ghost. A redneck wedding deep in Louisiana's swamp country. The bride's family are gentle criminals, the groom's family are drunken gun runners, and everyone is about 2 Bourbons away from reenacting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The swampy, humid setting is a total shift from the marble opera houses and suburban living that we've been used to so far. Here, the guests are drunk, the guns are loaded, and the gators are waiting. Your 2 targets, the wasted groom and the ruthless father of the bride, roam the outdoor reception, high on whiskey, rage, and bad decisions. I poisoned the groom's wedding cake for him to just die off screen. And as for the bride's father, I followed him to his private room and gave him a nice little poison nap. Again, it's another level that's actually extremely challenging and requires a lot of critical planning to get out unnoticed. By the time you get to a house of cards, Blood Money decides it's time to test if you've actually been paying attention to everything it's taught you. Or if you're just a guy in a suit hoping nobody notices the garrote wire bulging from your pants. Set in a massive luxury hotel and casino in Las Vegas. A House of Cards tasks Agent 47 with eliminating 3 separate targets. An arms dealer, a corrupt businessman, and an elusive Middle Eastern sheik who's staying on the top floor. So rich and paranoid that he makes Howard Hughes look like a reasonable Airbnb guest. What makes this level feel special and a little overwhelming is the sheer verticality and density of the space. It's not just a big building. It's a living, breathing anthill of degenerates. Casino floors, kitchens, elevators, private penthouse suites, and back hallways full of grumpy janitors.
Excuse me?
Are they gonna go into, is he gonna go inform them? Oh, yes he is. Well, I mean... There's no way they're gonna tell it's me.
It all weaves together into a sprawling labyrinth where literally everyone is too drunk, rich, or morally bankrupt to notice a 6-foot bald guy creeping around with a silenced pistol. Every target is skittish here. The arms dealer in particular is paranoid enough to switch rooms midway through the mission if he seems something is wrong, meaning that you want to get creative, and you always should.
There you go, buddy. Got him. It wasn't me, I swear.
But what truly sets a House of Cards apart is how open-ended it feels. You're not just handed a kill route, you're thrown into a messy, busy environment and trusted to find your own path, with a million possible outcomes. Do you swap the briefcase for an explosive setup? Do you pose as a bellhop and serve death room service style? Do you stage all the deaths to look like freak accidents so that the hotel can keep pretending nothing bad ever happens at the hotel? The mission becomes a test of patience, creativity, and your ability to blend into a world that doesn't want to notice you, or that's too drunk to care. It's murder tourism at its absolute best. Agent 47 is loose in Vegas, the chips are down, and somebody's about to hit the jackpot. And as you know,
the game was rigged from the start.
If A House of Cards was Blood Money's love letter to chaos and luxury, then Dance with the Devil is its fever dream of excess and madness. Set across a 2-floor mega party in Vegas, this mission splits the building into 2 themed raves, Heaven upstairs and Hell downstairs. Subtlety has officially packed its bags and left the city. You have 2 targets. Both are already so high, drunk, or existentially groomed that taking them out feels almost like community service.
Please, send help. He's killing all of us.
Heaven is a pristine, all-white futuristic nightclub where the elite pretend they're still young and innocent. Meanwhile, Hell is a flaming nightmare pit of sinners, drug dealers, and guys trying very hard to look edgy. Dance with the Devil is special because it feels like walking through 47's hallucination. Everywhere you look is distorted music and absurd costumes. It's a place where a 6-foot-tall bald man can walk the hall of Hell carrying a pistol because, in Hell, that's just called Thursday. And there's something magical about the opportunities here. Sneak backstage as a band member, tamper with pyrotechnics so your target self-immolates mid-performance. Truly, a beautiful metaphor for adulthood. And then there's the added tension, the presence of rival assassins working for the enemy agency. It's not just you hunting, you're also being hunted. Every hallway echoes with danger. Every doorway might be the last thing you see. Dance with the Devil isn't just a mission, it's a culmination, a warning. The final party before the whole world burns down. Amendment 25. In this mission, Blood Money officially stops pretending it's about subtlety and just asks you straight up, "Hey, want to murder the vice president inside the actual White House?" I bet you do. This level is massive, hyper-secured, and honestly feels like a victory lap. You're tasked with assassinating the vice president, and then eliminating the head of the shadowy organization pulling his strings. Security is everywhere. Metal detectors, checkpoints, surveillance cameras, Secret Service agents roam every hallway. More serious than a heart attack during tax season. Staff members bustle around nervously, civilians linger cluelessly, probably waiting for the White House gift shop to open. You have to think like a true professional. Really infiltrate, not just sneak around. Disguises are essential. Posing as a journalist, a caterer, a Secret Service agent, every action feels heavy with consequence. There's this cold, gleeful satisfaction when you realize you aren't committing just a murder. You're altering the course of American history. I mean, I went through this level like a complete sociopath and killed every single NPC. God, I love this game. It's absurd, it's brilliant, it's Bond fantasy mixed with political satire and topped with a bald guy who shows less emotion than a Ramba. Amendment 25 is the closest Blood Money gets to full-scale espionage, and it wears that suit very, very well. Finally, we arrive at Requiem, the last dance.
Diana!
What are you doing here?
Easy. I had to sneak in. The place is surrounded by hundreds of SWAT members right now. They're getting ready to move in. I had to warn you, there's still time for you to escape. I've got a plan.
I don't buy it. You've got nothing to gain here. The smart play would have been getting out of the country.
Out of the country? We're dealing with a franchise here, 47. Borders don't stop them. You're my last chance.
You know my terms. Cash on the nail.
Don't you get it? You have to fight them. But if you try to do it alone, you're a dead man.
Death is always a risk.
Read carefully, 47. It's a bold plan.
Where is this wheelchair guy right now?
Sorry, but this was the only way. You would have fought them whatever I said, and you would have lost. You're buying me one more night.
We've got 4 minutes before he's cold, people. Let's move.
I've never actually killed a man before. It was surprisingly pleasant.
Very nicely done, Diana. You've earned my trust. Welcome to the franchise. I'm sure we'll find an appropriate role for you in the organization. A woman like yourself is entitled to a very special role, indeed.
In the White House moments before the assassination. I'll be damned.
If cloning isn't outlawed, we'll all be damned.
Who actually killed him?
That's the most delicious irony of all. He stumbled coming over the compound wall, severed his spinal cord on the rocks. The world's most nefarious assassin died of clumsiness.
How'd you confirm his identity?
His DNA includes signature sequences from the 5 men of the Ortmeyer project. It's biologically impossible for anyone but the Ortmeyer clone to have that DNA.
You're giving me all this as an exclusive. Why me?
We admire your objectivity, Rick.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. We need to get to the chaplain. 47's ashes are going to take pride of place on my mantle. Chaplain! Chaplain!
The mission opens with Agent 47 lying in a coffin at his own funeral. A priest praying over him, mourners gathered solemnly, including many people who wanted him dead. Which is unfortunate for them, because he's not dead.
Peekaboo!
Requiem is different from every other mission in the game. It's not about stealth, it's not about planning, it's just about payback. You rise out of your coffin like a minimalist Dracula and start gunning down everyone in the room. No sneaking, no disguises, just pure cathartic revenge. Every bullet feels earned. The beauty of Requiem is in how it feels. The mood, the atmosphere, the stark white church setting, all of it contrasts sharply with the violence about to unfold. It's a funeral for them.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Agent 47 walks into the afterlife, guns blazing, not to die, but to remind death itself who's really in charge.
Yes, Your Majesty. Almost all of our resources are online again. No, I'm afraid he's not, Your Majesty. We seem to have completely lost track of him.
Hello, Mr.
Johnson.
Welcome, Mr. Johnson. Welcome. May I check your briefcase?
No, I'll keep it. I've heard interesting things about your establishment. I'd like to see what you have to offer. Preferably in the back.
Of course, right this way.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Hitman Blood Money. A ballad of sociopathy choreographed to a beautiful, haunting soundtrack. There's a reason people keep coming back to this game. It's not just the freedom, it's not just the creativity, it's the fact that Blood Money respects you enough to hand you the tools of chaos. It's a love letter to player agency, a game where you can dress up like a chicken mascot, assassinate a corrupt CEO, and escape on a riverboat while everyone is still trying to process what the hell just happened. It's where consequences matter, but style matters even more. It's where you are both the ghost in the crowd and the nightmare lurking in the walls. It's murder, but, you know, classy. Blood Money understood that being a professional killer isn't about violence, it's about precision, planning, and the quiet satisfaction of watching your target accidentally fall headfirst off a balcony. It's beautiful, it's horrifying, and it's absolutely hilarious. It's Hitman Blood Money, the game that somehow made mass murder feel like high art. Thank you for joining me on this chaotic little nostalgia trip. And remember, if you ever see a bald man in a cheap suit fiddling with the barbecue grill at your next garden party, maybe don't stick around. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or consider shooting the subscribe button. It's free. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the future.